It's Howard from HDS Electrical, and today we are going over a bit of a shocker of a job. We are refilming an intro because we had a few issues with the sound. So we're back. It looks a bit different from how the video will go on, but we're on a job where a lady's been horribly let down by a builder and she needed to have an Aga fitted, which is the only means of heating for this building, as well as how she cooked. Now, the electrician that previously came, who didn't manage to get the sockets right, we've got some pictures. All the sockets were 8 inches lower. They were lower than the worktop. I mean, when you've got an electrician who can't get sockets that height right, it's not a good start. Other worrying things are, here's the edge of the Aga, and they had the measurements because they put a plinth for it. I'm not sure why, but... well, there we go. So...
Get it above the worktop.
Oh, so it had to be done to raise it above the worktop. Here's a great one. Look at this light. She wanted a light for a dining room table over there. That is literally half a human away from the edge of the Aga, which is absolutely ridiculous. So later we're going to move that centrally over her dining table like she wanted. But the reason we came to do this job is because they put a 4mm cable in for the Aga. And the frustrating thing is, Aga told her it was a 4mm cable and could they do something about it? They denied it. We came along, told them it was a 4mm cable. We could do something about it. They denied it again. And finally, we came and put a 10mm armoured in purely because the building's finished and we had to run it all outside. So the video shows us doing all that run from the fuse board, round the outside, up and in, 10mm armoured. This device, unlike a normal oven, this runs 24/7 round the clock. So because it's the form of heating, or at least several hours at a time, hours upon hours, not like 1 or 2 hours like normal cooking. So you really can't have undersized cables. So that is the job. We've also got a video here about changing the fuse board because the brand new fuse boards, if they are brand new, is an absolute mess. We've got to move this light and there's some other bits. We'll have to test it all and go through it, but luckily when we do the fuse board we can do that. So we will take you outside and have a look at some of the bits outside. Oh, there's a hole in the brick there. Let's go. Here we are re-recording the middle bit of the video and it's a little bit snowy now. It wasn't snowing when we did this, thankfully. So what we got, our armoured cable. We've gone through the board with the mains tails, not with the mains tails, but we've used a similar route because the fuse board's just in that corner. 10mm cable going down. This is going to have some cladding. We've run our 10mm cable round along here, drilled in. Here's some snow, it's snow joke, along, and we've gone in. It's been pointed back in, bottom corner, under the plinth, and then we've gone up through the cavity, or behind the cavity, behind the kitchen units for most of the run, and then behind the cavity, in the cavity where the top of the worktop is, to the isolator. And we actually did the armoured cable straight into a metal back box. Whenever we're doing this, always do the earths first because they're the most flexible, because they're normally the smallest. Then we do the ones underneath, because then you're just left with the nice easy ones on top. The reason you do it this way round is because now I'm moving this plate, leaning underneath, with only 2 cables in. So then I'm doing the easy one with all the cables in. If I do the easy ones first, then I got to try and manhandle this plate with all these other cables in. It's much trickier. Goes okay with us, doesn't it? We're going to pop this on the fuse breaker just to make sure no one can turn it on afterwards, because that is not going to be good.